research was about how mindfulness can promote a specific form of well-being related to meaning and purpose. And we wanted to really look at how this process is unfolding just in people's everyday life. So the process we looked at was how mindfulness can help people regulate their emotions and reappraise different situations. So when you're faced with something negative, how can mindfulness help you rethink that situation into something positive? And we found that through that process, this promotes a sense of meaning and purpose just in everyday events. So for my research, I looked at data from a study that was done in America, and I looked specifically at a daily life study. So what happened here was participants would complete surveys every single day for a week. Every few hours they would get asked questions about how mindful they were, what kind of events they were facing and different strategies they were using, and their sense of meaning and purpose and some other stuff as well. So that meant we had a lot of data for a lot of people, and we could really capture how these processes were kind of changing and unfolding throughout any given day. So we looked at the differences between the reports. So how someone was mindful at one report compared to what they were feeling and thinking at the second report, which was just a few hours later. So we really tried to capture how quickly it was unfolding there. Well, I think the mindfulness research field in general is so important. Mindfulness is so prominent in people's lives these days, just as like a self-care tool, and also in treating different disorders as well. And we know that mindfulness has been linked to so many positive outcomes, but we don't really know why or how it's working. And I think if we understand why, it can really help us know how to use the techniques to the best that we can and get what we want out of it. And then obviously one of the outcomes is that increase in sense of purpose and meaning, which is such a complex thing that a lot of people can spend their whole lives searching for. So it's a really important thing to know how to foster, and it seems like mindfulness is a way to do that. And just in general with the method that we used, daily life studies are so important because we really want to understand how these things are happening in people's everyday natural lives. And it's one of the ways that we can capture this. Obviously every day we face different challenges and different emotions, and it's important to know how we're dealing with those in that moment so that we can learn how to overcome them and adapt from them in a positive way.